What's up, tubers? Welcome back to the channel. We're going to start another project here. This Revell 66 wagon. Kind of go over a little bit about how I've lowered it. The easy breezy steps I took to make my own drop spindle. I basically just took a piece of sprue and glued it on top of where the original pin was. Kind of figured out where the wheel would go in the fender well and made my own drop spindles. As far as the back, that was just going to be easy. It's just going to be zero clearance, no clearance, and I'll just, cut the springs or whatever goes in there to fit that. And it's basically slammed down. You can see on the box, we'll put some pictures up here, that it's got, it's got some clearance in there in the fender well, and I've gotten rid of that. I've stuffed the wheels, tucked them up into that fender well. Looks way better, in my opinion. Looks like a nice kit. Looks like it's going to be a pretty cool little build. This is one of those, the Revell, I don't know, just the way it looks, a lot of it looks like the motor is basically the same thing as what's in the Impala kits, the 396. You just recognize a lot of the parts as being exactly the same, having built those a few times. When I'm doing something like this, I always like to start with the hardest part. What's going to be my biggest obstacle? And this one was going to be figuring out how to get the front as low. Because the rear, as you just saw, just went right in. It was like, oh, that's perfect. Okay, done. The front was a little bit more interesting. Not undoable. And once that's done, and everything all fits nice, which is key to doing fab stuff. You gotta make sure everything goes together well. By the time you actually get paint out, me personally, I have done this part, putting it together and taking it apart and putting it back together multiple times. And sometimes it still doesn't quite fit right at the end. So these, I can tell, with the brakes on, are going to take a little bit of doing at the end to get on there. But they'll go on. Bam. Look at that tuck. Isn't that's so much cleaner? Right? So that's in my opinion, that was the hardest part of the build. The rest now is just basic, taking it apart and gluing it together and painting it and then put the final glue on. Got some goodies here, some 3D stuff that, it's a wagon. Gonna make it cool. Gonna have 4 bucket seats and room for the dog, and extra bikes and parts and all kinds of cool stuff. So that's about it. This is the next project coming up. I'll be taking pictures so that I can have a slideshow of the build when I'm done. Looking forward to seeing this one. It's going to be cool. That's about it. Thanks for watching.